Amazing. Actually live. Feels powerful. So I went live. I just like the feeling of being live. Anyway. Since I wanted to adjust the traits a little bit, or check if the traits are canonical enough or fitting enough. Oh man, I need to learn to close some damn screens. That's the need moved kitty decorations. Right, so I remember two things. One, I wanted to go live with this for a bit. For the 20 minutes of energy I have left for this. And I wanted to change some traits for these characters because I saw my sim was an animal lover. And just having that as a trait makes it sound like he's a furry. I would like to have a bit more depth than that. But also, I wanted to show you this character. Or show off this character. I don't know how this spawned. But like I discussed, there are several wormholes I opened between dimensions, different saves. Adding DLC, removing DLC, and now we have ourselves an anomaly. We have ourselves Mr. Fox. Mr. Fox has the trait. Mr. Fox have a llama trait. Mr. Fox can have an aspiration. He can be. Mr. Fox wants to be a world famous celebrity. Does he have likes and dislikes? I think he really dislikes dancing, as particularly Sims dancing. He gets extremely demonic at the thought, as you just saw this hacking Inugami. But yeah, this is what a fox looks like in Cottage Living, apparently. So I suddenly feel a bit less shorted on the fact we didn't get a real fox that was not just an adjusted dog skeleton. Because now we get an actual fox skeleton. I can't really be mad at it somehow. I don't feel like I missed out in cats and dogs on a real fox model with original animations. I can't seem to select any other traits, but I can select more likes and dislikes. Mr. Fox is very fussy. He's not a fan of bowling, for sure. But as you can tell, he's a fan of fitness. He likes stretching. Pretty fond of a drop of the strong stuff from time to time. Was this actually what I set out to do, though? Was his favorite kind of bop? He's a weeb. He's a weeb. He hangs out at Japanese shrines to look at the skirts of the maidens. So, I mean, he's basically a Persona character, isn't he? I wonder if I can make him playable. Again, not what I set out to do. He has 20,000 in funds, so where can he live? Let's find Mr. Fox a home. This is a pretty fucked up town for me where I just move in random NPCs. You can move in with Dimitrescu. I've officially lost the plot now. Look at him. He's ready to go all the way up. And I want to play as him too. This is going to break the offshoot of the multiverse pretty early on in its creation. That's what you get when you let a God interfere with his creation. It's just, trust me, it's better if you don't let God back in. Someone really put effort in this. But he is controllable, and I want to say that I do not use any kind of mod to make him controllable. So the thumbnail and cast treat him as a person, but he's just a magical little albino fox in the game. I'm a little disappointed he can't do more. He can watch. As can you, and as can the player in this game. Then again, can Sims do a lot more themselves than that? Yeah, I was always a little disrespectful with this is translates to a Japanified. Let's see if I can retranslate this. Right. Sleep pleasantly, sweet dreams forever. Bye. And I don't know what the last part was supposed to be. I need to translate it from Dutch Japanese to English, so there's a lot of steps my brain needs to take. I just like the sheer disrespect of putting the litter boxes next to them. There was actually some poop here as well. I like to have my dogs take shits here between the gravestones of the NPCs. Let's see if there's anything else. No, just a lot of Dutch shit that I don't feel like translating. Probably a lot of references that were in jokes. So, well, Mr. Fox, can Mr. Fox eat? Let's see if Lady Dimitrescu can fill the pet bowl when she's done. I have to say, I downloaded this from the gallery and this is what she's doing when she's not hunting down Ethan Winters. I should have made this a Dimitrescu Let's Play instead of focusing on my other characters and playing that up. Okay, but are you going to fill the... Oh my god. I removed the mod that keeps them from doing this random sniffing of how fresh the stones smell when you... from the Busted Dust kit. If you have it installed and Sims constantly are like, oh, it smells so good. See, they get this buff from it, and they just interrupt their routing to sniff the air at random. And I had a tweaking mod, and now it's gone. I removed the mod because I thought I wasn't going to use Busted Dust. She thinks that this will lure out the man thing, Ethan Winters. So she's gonna be hiding here, lying in waiting to spawn with her claws. Go and eat. He can't eat. If he can't eat, then how am I filling up the bar? Mr. Fox, no. You're gonna die. If you're only going to watch things, only going to watch everything, you will not fill up. Looking at things will not fill you up. It's like porn. It will just leave you empty inside, Mr. Fox. I'm gonna go, Jeez. I'm gonna go check on my chat for a bit. I don't think anyone logged in, but it's nice to act like someone did. Amazingly, there was one viewer for 1 second or something. I'm glad that no one was here to witness this mess. Whoa, what's happening? YouTube is not receiving sufficient video. How dare you? That makes no sense. Let's see if I can mess with that. I'm really not doing much with my connection, so why isn't it properly streaming? I'm also not recording, so every processing power can go into streaming. Damn. Trying to process it faster now because I wonder if... Okay. Okay, now it looks good. Looks good to me. I don't know what was wrong. I just had to increase the processing speed for our OBS, I suppose, because I know the bandwidth wasn't the problem. Even though, no, my upload butthole is more flexible than my own, so it shouldn't be a problem. I love talking about buttholes and about everything really. Everything personal and juicy. Let's see how it goes when I record. Lady Dimitrescu looks like she strung up Mr. Fox and she drank the blood from him, like every last liter of blood. Just, I guess that's just how these things go, and I'm all about animal rights, but as an animal in Resident Evil, you just don't have a... You're just gonna end up either on the Duke's plate. So you might as well get sucked dry by Mummy Milky instead. This is the randomest of random sims, and I look forward to having dog shit on his gravestone. But let's not make things worse than they already, objectively speaking, are in this world, and try and do something serious here. Change the traits. A lot of things are beautiful and serious and not broken in my save file at all. This is because of the hide mod. It sometimes just eats the feet. It's nothing to worry about, just feet. I donated it to WikiFeet. Let's see. I really thought he was naked for a second. I always think it was this guy. It's a little bit narrow around the waist. I don't like that. It's not necessary. Let's remove that mod that made him so barrel-chested. It's not Donkey Kong. But he sure is shredded. I hope it's okay. I hope it's not too obvious what I'm into. What kind of guy I'm into. Amasha, what was his name again? Eisenwark. Bit chubby in the face, this one. I think I updated the original one a bit later on. Gotta lose some weight, baby. Is it not to fat shame, but I have to warn people that I do make kind of fatphobic comments sometimes. So, I mean, sometimes the best defense is just a diet or a bit of tweaking in CAS. I'm sorry. Amasha still has the right traits, still has childish and cheerful. Sadly, he doesn't really have the occasional playful psychopath trait, which would suit him. It's part of his genes. His dad is originally a Skyrim character, so he has those kind of tendencies to oh yeah, this is the Karen haircut, never mind. So yeah, he does have that kind of tendency to be creative about how he kills people, with like drop them off Mount Rothgar, or I don't know, try to suffocate them on the wheels of cheese, or make it look like that. That's what I used to do, make it look like they got killed by cheese or fence mechanisms that would chop them in pieces, or souls. He's still lazy, he's not ambitious, that's just how I like it. I'm going to I do really like pets. Let's also get myself another furry trait then. Let's just roll with it. I decided I was being a little bit fur-phobic. So I like the fluffy things. It's true. And what else could I do? These traits destroyed my save file previously. I do have the mind of a mastermind, but as tempting as that is, professional slacker is absolutely my thing. I am absolutely everything but gregarious. So not that I really care for the aspirations much, but for flavor, this is also something I would absolutely not do or care for. Aspiration itself is a dirty word in my vocabulary, so also I'm gonna check on the stream for a bit. Let's see. I like the fluffy things. It's true. You have the mind of a mastermind, but as much but for flavor, vocabulary. So I'm gonna check. That was my recording. I played that because that was confusing. Oh, it actually plays on the page itself better on my actual, YouTube channel rather than in the YouTube studio. What do you call that? The studio of a master YouTube? I'm creative like that. But it does tell me that the stream is healthy. Thank you. Thank you, YouTube. That's sad. I'm going for the last recording now. For the last 5 minutes of random footage. So I picked this one because it's new and it's a cow and it lines up with all the other things I do. And yeah, I'm called Zach. You want to call me something other than God, that would be chill. Or you can call me just stupid dick bag or something. Or say something like, if I look up dumb asshole in the dictionary, your name comes up. I also feel very flattered by that, the idea that I'm famous like that. Yeah, okay, so I had to do recording over, sorry. I'm messing up a little bit here.
Oh, Zatorg.
I forgot to properly record this part. I'm going to re-explain some stuff, and I may actually leave out the rest of what I said. There you go. Start recording.
Ah.
Yeah, this is sort of a weird hybrid between a stream and just a pre-recorded Let's Play, because I'm basically pre-recording something that I'm going to edit later on. But I just want to see if anyone pops in for some commentary or insults, which I'm very interested in. I said before, like, being respectfully addressed as either God, Zach, or stupid dickbag. So I picked all the furry traits, the lazy traits, and now I went with country caretaker. Let's make one thing clear. I actually hate all the music in the game per default, at least in this game. So I guess that's a bit hard to... I would have to use all my dislikes on that alone. It's not really worth it. Let's see what I really don't like. Let's see what I really don't like my sim to do all the time. Dancing seems pretty chill, but they end up doing this so much that they always automatically level it to level 5 during every free second they have. Oh, this is a good one. Research? Preparing something? Learning new things? Jesus, disgusting. Don't ever make... See, look at my face there. No, no, no way. Don't ever make me go back to university, please. If I cannot just fart words, then I'm not going to pass, or I'm not going to enjoy myself. So, and with that, let's just go and buy a damn cow, because what else is there to do when you're a damn furry? Paraphrasing Dr. Brew here. This is what I normally would cut, more plumb bob spinning. But since I'm live now, there's no point in that. So I'll give you a small tour of the house and what's happening there. I haven't really decided on much yet. Maybe that would be a good start. That or just buying the cow first. Which animal, actually? I keep saying cow, but what I really want is a camel. There's no camel, even though that could easily be a thing in this expansion, no? I feel like just having 2 animals for this whole thing is not really worthy of an expansion. But it's white llama time. And I've decided that it's actually an alpaca. And I decided that I'm going to name it something. And not gonna name it Misty. I don't need any cock blocks in this household. What should this alpaca be called? Sure. Alpaca. And I'm going to, before I do anything else, going to use some of my 5% of wealth just to feed the llama and see a cute animation. Wait, excuse me, what? In the background, the ancients watch on. God, these Freaking dinosaurs. Did they just... It really looks like it swallowed the whole garden, but... not quite. No! Why can't you be mean to him? No! No, I want to show you the dance moves because I want to see if he hates dancing properly, but alright, alright. No fun to be had. I just feel... this is my audience. This is my stream. This exact vibe. I'm here just smiling away the pain and trying to think of what I can do to be entertaining, and this is the reception I need. So the house. This is a basement where one of my forms was living for a while when he was in university. And since I'm a vampire and everyone is literally a vampire that I identify with, there's a coffin here. And it's sparkling. Isn't that a lovely detail? And here's a tiny world. So I can loom over it like a proper titan, I guess. I like my unnecessary gauche touches to the decorations like this. So the basement, right? I have a childhood fascination with basements being spooky, scary, interesting, fascinating, and the musty smell of them. So I feel like the entrance to the basement has to have suddenly have stone and be more traditionally like an environment that would be a little eerie and very fascinating, and basically make me a little dizzy stepping into it. That's the sort of experience I get when I go downstairs and around corners, and I'm surrounded by these ancient stone walls. It's fascinating. I can't really describe it otherwise. Maybe it's completely unique to my own experience. Maybe it's just one of those horrible things that ensures that I don't have a lot of friends. Because that I like to hang out in basements. Ironically, in real life, I hang out in an attic, which I don't even enjoy that much, because there are no there's no stone to touch and to sniff. There are no corridors to go around. Smell is just kind of normal. The living room, since Papito is a bit childish, he has a lot of toys that we can't interact with. If I leave Papito to his own devices, like the main one that has a childish trait, he likes to watch the Kids Network, which is exactly what he's gonna do now. I don't care if he wants to sleep. What are needs? What is this game? I never play it anyway. I literally never really bother with their needs that much. When I play it, I just... Who are you? Who are you? Oh, it's Twink from the upcoming Netflix Q4 series that everyone already loves. No, he doesn't like fitness. He likes to make his ass go boop and make the gay community cringe and go like boop, which is the sound of switching the TV off and canceling subscription of Netflix. Boop, because nobody wants to see queer stereotypes as representation. Boop. There's more. I really need to change my interior decorator because he or she, we don't know, or they, have left a lot of paintings on where the windows ended up. The windows like to move around like that. That's true. They do have a mind of their own. Is this physically possible? Other than the sparkling? Jesus, sparkling. The sparkling, I swear I'm gonna do something about bust the crust as soon as I've had a roommate set himself on fire with dust bunnies or something, which will take a while to accomplish, but I want to get rid of it after I've done my thing with it. My thing being murder, mass murder, or setting up soul-like death traps. In this case, I want to have some wicked dust bunnies set roommates on fire, but we're not there yet. This is... whose bedroom is this? I don't know, actually. So, personally, Zack Titan, the Great Bag of Dicks, will claim this blood red bedroom. Should have called myself Zack Dimitrescu because I'm such a vampire in real life as well. I just don't go out during the day. And this bed is all mine, just like in real life. There's no one who wants to sleep next to me. And if they were, I'd just be farting intentionally or unintentionally all night on that person. So they wouldn't be cold, at least, but they would be farted on, just because, you know, I have to assert my dominance. This is somewhere. This is for the butler, but like butler can sleep where everyone else gets drunk and loud. I'm so fucked up because this room in the other house that this is based on is swapped with this one. It's literally on the other side. This version of the house fucks with me a little bit. Then again, I have to remember everything looks normal, but then you realize that the rooms are swapped and it's very alternate universe like. I really want to use these, don't I? That's what it feels like. I always want to use data set, and then you end up with that one bit of wall that I forgot to change back when I changed my mind and decided it wasn't good looking at all. What else is there to the house? Stairs, bathroom. You can take a shit here. You can do nothing here, really. Let's get rid of this or move it here. It's cuter to use this area for actual items we can interact with. God knows there are already few enough of those as is in the game. I keep being paranoid about these guys escaping the pond and evolving into raptors or devolving back into raptors, but so far so good. I don't know what deaths there are in the game other than by the chicken in this expansion. I really need to check, but usually deaths are very hard to trigger. Frustratingly hard, unless you're controlling the sim. So I guess we're gonna be alright with that. These are Papito's favorite plushies. You got, I think, Mickle Tiger. They don't have any names, so that's just another side effect of the time warp that we went through, the wormhole. More tiny worlds to study and to dominate, but yeah, I guess that makes sense. This is a very microscopic world, so it has to be studied. That's something my sim can. That's something Zack Titan, the giant god of this world, can attend to later on. And the weather machine for if I need to cause a blizzard. If I want to cause a bad PR storm about R-word allegations, this is where I can trigger a blizzard. Ouch. That hurt my... That was a bit too real. And too sudden. And this is the house... I'm not... this house was never meant to look good. This was always meant, like I said, to be... just to mess around in. And to be full of confectionery and toys and colors. And frankly, if I can't sleep at night, and this is what I'll leave you guys with, this thought. If I can't sleep at night, I imagine I'm somewhere in this house with the loving and caring Papito and all of these lovely psychopathic children he has adopted, but that know how to behave when at home. So, you know, they don't murder where they shit, and they don't shit where they eat people. So that's good. Aside from that, that's exactly what I do as well. I fit in pretty well anyway. So what did I press here to... What is this? Oh! Flower neighbors? I don't know what were they trying with this? What were you going for, guys? Isn't this the millionth type of sled? I feel like I've seen this before. This looks like the spooky, scary skeleton stuff. Anyway. I should ask a friend to make me an Heisenberg properly, by the way. I feel like I want to have more... Oh, I want to have more Sims show up like that. Speaking of, has anyone already shown up? And let's have a little tour of the neighborhood as well, because now that I'm at it. Okay, so this is the OM tilde. Is that what we call it? Yeah, I guess I'm pretty much done talking about this house. Someone's... I don't know. This is a little creepy because it was probably a nice family photo. Now it's just a black hole because maybe this person was erased from the timeline as the house traveled between saves. I don't know what happened there. Is it even anything? Or... But what are you? And here, all the photos are gone too. It's so cursed. Is this a happy confectionery house, or is this the villa of Donna Beneviento? Is this the Bebby? Are they going to evolve into the Bebby and swallow us all? Am I actually going to do anything in the gameplay? We'll find out next time, but first I'm gonna show you this neighborhood that I put together in preparation of this. This is the House of Death. Yes, this is happening. This is literally the house where my Grim Reaper character lives. Not that he's loaded, so that's all fine. We're all safe. He looks a bit like this. He has that type of hair, so that's why I put the statue there. Whenever you see that statue, I think I explained it in a previous Sims 4 video as well. Death is abound, but he's a nice guy. He's a nice pink-haired dude, and we'll probably see him show up a couple of times. And this is a Sesame Street backdrop. It's just Sesame Street as far as I'm concerned, because it looks like a set. But I think it's a house that is from the debug of Realm of Magic. This is just EA rubbing it in that they could make cars. Well, shitty looking cars, but still they could make cars and add them to the game, but they decided not to. I don't know who lives here. Oh, okay, here lives some like alternate, some extended family characters. Not that big a deal, but I do like this house. It's one of the oldest. I think it's an edited version of a Windenburg house, one of the oldest oldest builds in my game. I think it could benefit from some of the assets that were added in this expansion, but do I care? And there is a lovely countryside house that I decided to put down there. It's the Turkey headquarters. Yes. I don't know how else to describe it. It's just a turkey. As far as if you don't see it, you don't see it. And the turkey's okay. It's not a turkey from this angle. This is more like a spore creature. But it's another very lovely house. It belongs to a high-ranking general, or it's a bit of a god of combat. Not a god of war, just a god of like punching people in the face. And doing it beautifully. And some of his closest relatives, and everyone basically has a partner, because except for me in this case, I don't really have a partner in this version. It's just you know, hits closer to home. It's more realistic. And I'm gonna leave it at this after this longest explanation. No one has done anything yet as of yet, basically, except for me petting the llama and being very upset with myself for... Oh, the llama's there. Now I can dance for him. Dance! Dance! I can shear him already. Well, that would be too much like actually using the llama as intended. So I'm just going to admire him. And I want to dance for him. Can I? Wait. Socialize. Let's see if I hate it properly. Let's see if it actually does anything. Or if it's just another glitched out menu item. No last exception, but no dancing either. Yes. Yes, let's move into an item for this. This makes sense. And then the animation itself is like 1 second. What?
Fibna. Hey.
Is he embarrassed? He likes me less for it. What? I supposed to love animals and I just farted on the animal. Okay, I did say I like to assert dominance over my partners, but this, as much of a joke about being a furry I made before this, I don't consider this a sub, you know? This is not something I want to dominate. This is something I want to cut. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, llama. Like, what the hell is wrong with this AI? Why would anyone fart on their barn animals? They smell enough as is. I'm really sorry for that, sorry for that, bro. Come on. Come on, little donkey. Oh, no. The height mod is making my claws pierce his llama skull. And that is the end of it today. Nah, he's a good boy. He's ethereal enough to survive my claws. My little clumsy claws and my farts. Which does take a certain level of immortality and divinity, I can assure you. Anyway, and with that is the live for today. I hope I'll do more of this. So far, I'm so entertained by all the things that don't add up and disappoint me. It's so fun to point out and comment on. So I have some new ideas, some fresh ideas. There'll probably be a follow-up. Thanks for watching. I hope I recorded all this, so I don't need to do it again. There have been quite a few occasions of that. But if you check this out, thanks for watching, and see you next time.